Hello and welcome to Quick Charge by Electrek, keeping you in the fast track with daily EV and green energy news. I'm Mikey G, and it's Tuesday, February 16th. Bill Gates made positive comments about Elon Musk's effort to combat climate change, and the comments came just after Musk had accused Gates of shorting Tesla's stock. Gates has previously made some comments about electric trucks, such as the Tesla Semi, not being viable, and Musk countered those comments recently, but he also added that he believes that Gates had a short position on Tesla's stock at some point. And now, in a new Sway podcast, Gates said, quote, "Well, it's important to say that what Elon did with Tesla is one of the greatest contributions to climate change anyone's ever made." He went on to say, quote, "And you know, underestimating Elon is not a good idea." Tesla owns almost 79% of the electric car market in the USA, according to registration data, and that should change, as per Tesla's own mission. Auto News reported, quote, "According to new data from Experian, Tesla accounted for 79% of the U.S. EV registrations in 2020, with 200,561 of its battery electric vehicles registered, a 16% jump from 2019, when owners registered 172,438 Teslas. Now, electric vehicle sales in the U.S. were up 11% in 2020, which might not sound like a lot, but it's actually pretty good considering the overall automotive market was down during the pandemic. Tesla's mission is to accelerate the advent of renewable energy and electric transportation, and the company was always aware that it can't do it alone. Right now, the only non-Tesla EV with more than 10,000 sales in the USA is the Chevy Bolt EV, which GM heavily discounted in 2020. But 2021 will see a myriad of electric cars and trucks hit the market as major car companies shift to an electric-centered future. While Tesla holds a major market share in electric vehicles around the world, we take a look at Tesla's Chinese competitors who are battling not only for the largest car market in the world, but have set their sights to export cars out of China. NIO is a publicly traded automaker founded in 2014 and based in Shanghai. The company actually debuted its first EV, the EP9 two-seat sports car, and that was actually on the day that they were established. NIO quickly established itself as a leading brand for electric SUVs. With the use of battery swapping, NIO cleverly took advantage of a Chinese state incentive to be one of the best-selling brands in the central state. Li Auto, based in Beijing, was founded in 2015 and offers a manufacturing facility in Changzhou, near Shanghai, and NIO HQ, coincidentally. A bit behind the race to date, Li Auto only offers one vehicle, a luxury crossover SUV called the Li Xiang 1. Guangzhou-based XPeng Motors is another automaker based in China, hoping to serve as a competitor to Tesla. Of their two models, the P7 is a clear attempt to compete with the Model 3 sedan, while the G3 is more similar to the Model Y, although it debuted 2 years prior. While XPeng currently operates in China, it has recently begun deliveries in Norway as well. It did operate a subsidiary in the U.S. at one point as well. Candy Technologies, spelled with a K, has its size set on America. Candy's website is currently taking pre-orders for the K23 and K27 four-door EVs. The two are listed at $20,000 and $10,000 respectively, after federal tax credits for the EVs. Canadian EV manufacturer Electra Mechanica recently announced a decision on the location of its first U.S.-based assembly facility. The facility will produce a three-wheeled Solo EV, which has begun test drives for early adopters in the U.S. The company's flagship vehicle is a three-wheeled, single-seat EV called the Solo, reminiscent of the Corbin Sparrow. This environmentally friendly EV was designed with commuting and deliveries in mind, particularly in urban driving conditions. With that said, its 100-mile range and top speed of 80 miles per hour make it usable for highways. To the surprise of many, Electra Mechanica's website says the Solo comes complete with front and rear crumple zones, side impact protection, roll bar, as well as power steering and power brakes. According to a tweet from Electra Mechanica last week, the location of its U.S. facility is down to 2 cities, Phoenix and Nashville. The CEO states that the new location won't be announced for a few more weeks, but after which construction will commence immediately. Mercedes-Benz has decided not to launch the EQC electric SUV in the United States after delaying the launch by over a year. The Mercedes-Benz EQC is the first all-electric vehicle designed from the ground up to be electric from the German brand. It is equipped with a battery pack of 80 kilowatt-hours of usable capacity, enabling a range of over 200 miles and would have started at $69,000 before incentives. Mercedes first planned to launch the EQC in the US at 2020, but of course, the pandemic occurred. The German automaker later pushed it back to 2021, but now they have decided to cancel it altogether, at least for now. Autoblog was told by a company representative, quote, "Following a comprehensive review of market developments, the EQC will not be offered in the United States for now." Now, there is a silver lining, though. Mercedes plans to bring a different all-electric vehicle to the market in the US this year, the MercedesBenz EQS. Texas is experiencing very cold temperatures that the Lone Star State isn't quite used to, and it's severely impacting the power grid. The Texas grid is run by the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, or ERCOT, a nonprofit which is controlled by the state legislature. Nearly the entire state is part of that single grid, which lacks extensive integration with surrounding states, which is actually quite unusual. To avoid large-scale blackouts and damages to the grid, ERCOT began implementing outages shortly after 1 a.m. on Monday, while the companies that generate power work on restoring generation. In the field of green energy and storage, a crisis such as this is a warning that it's time to upgrade the U.S. grids. Ford has become the first U.S. automaker to join the Initiative for Responsible Mining Assurance. It says it's committing to sustainably sourcing all raw materials used in vehicles globally. Ford says it will continue to conduct outreach to mining companies to engage with the initiative and undergo assurance. The project to build the first all-electric oil tanker is moving forward, and it's going to have a massive battery pack. Last year, a consortium of Japanese companies announced that they were teaming up to develop the world's first all-electric tanker. Recently, Corvus Energy was chosen as the battery pack supplier for the project, and it's one of the most interesting parts of the vessel. It'll have a capacity of almost 3.5 megawatt hours. That's 350 times the largest Tesla battery pack for their vehicles. Ironically, the all-electric vessels will be used to carry fuel for other vessels. I guess you gotta start somewhere. And in Electrek's personal mobility coverage, electric moped rental company Revel announced today a new monthly subscription service called Coast that will offer electric bicycles to riders for $99 a month. The price includes drop-off, pickup, and the e-bike, of course, and includes a lock and necessary maintenance or repairs. Riders can rent the e-bikes month to month and cancel any time. The bike itself isn't terribly impressive, 250-watt hub motor and pedal assist with lights and fenders to boot. Thanks for watching Quick Charge by Electrek. We also have an audio version on your favorite podcast player. I'm Mikey G, and I hope you have a great day.